Well, when I was a very young woman, and this is me, but I was much younger than that. I was about 18, 17, 18. I met John Matthew Crayley Sr. And he was a postman and very worldly and knew a lot of stuff. And I um, had a proposal and married him. There's a lot more to say about that. As you can see, he was a handsome man. And we had two children, John Matthew Jr. and Kimberly Sue Crayley. Her names are Crayley. My name was Crayley then. Sue was Crayley. And I already had Bridget Angelique from a union of sorts. And it's a beautiful little girl. As John Matthew Crayley Sr. adopted her as his own. So this was the family that came to be. Two girls, a boy. And I was very happy. I preferred to be home, but it just always insisted that I should work, so I did. I never did the things I wanted to do, and they weren't even big important things, but I thought they were. I think, and I think today, another opinion that mom, or at least dad, someone needs to be home, and you need to know what's going on with your children. So, anyway, this was the family, and I'm not sure when this picture was taken. Okay.
Just click ahead here. Sorry about that.
Yeah, another beautiful picture. Oh, now this one, I had the two purple dresses, and he had a purple shirt. But I wanted to go buy a purple to match in, and he didn't want me to, so I wore orange. And I had my lovely white hair. And I had no idea what the platinum was going through my mind. But he liked it, so if he liked it, that's the way it was, you know. Oh, see how precious and beautiful they were. And they're the ones, when they get mad, it always shows on their face. They don't want to be bothered with it. You can tell the girls were really happy about having their picture taken. He was like, I don't want to be here. I want to go. So, but he calmed down. You'll notice the shape of his face and the shape of his sister's face are pretty similar. And this is Miss Bernard. She was a 5th grade teacher.
And where was this at?
This was at Morgan School in Hutchinson, Kansas. We're back to me now. And this is me here. I covered my face automatically when he made us laugh. I was just smiling, but my teeth, I thought they were so ugly because people, you know, they pick out what they consider your worst, and they heavily ugly. You know, at that age, it was the 6th grade. No, 5th grade. And I only had her half a year. So I guess this is the way it ended up. Yeah, it was nice. And she was a good teacher, but they let her go for whatever reason. Anyway, I covered that, and I have got a new watch for Christmas, a Timex. I was really downtown. So I always said, well, I'm showing you my watch. You're hopping along too quick, dear. Oh, this is me. It's the Archdiocese of Denver here that has passed me on. Harley Schmidt was the, he started the school. And when Vatican II came in, it wrecked it. But I passed the 8th grade. This is a picture of me in the 4th grade from Texas. Sweetwater, Texas. And so I went to the Five and Dime and purchased this. My mother had given me 5 or 10, I think it was 10 cents, for watching my little sister And so I bought that. And it's with my 8th degree. I don't know, my 8th grade graduation, I don't know, maybe I didn't learn anymore. So we're back to me again, huh? Let me see. Oh, there I am. Now, this is Miss Soka. When I first met Soka, now she was in, I think this was at Allen. I was in halvesies so often and traveled so often.
What town do you think you're in?
Well, I'm in Hutchinson, without a doubt. You know, mostly sticking in Hutchinson. But the school might have been Allen instead of Morgan. I went to Central when I was in younger grades, first and second, kindergarten. So anyway, I thought her name was funny and I laughed, so then she laughed at my name. And I learned you don't laugh at people's names. Yeah.
Did you pick out the dress you're wearing there?
No, but you could see that kind of style was popular. Just the plaid was popular.
At least you see you got a nice smile on your face there.
Yeah. Yes, I was in the 4th grade, and I don't think too many people had heckled me about. This is not Sandra, but Sandra's sister. I can't remember her name. But she wanted to be the catcher in the 6th grade, and they thought I was a better catcher. So instead of being the catcher, she came and told me. So of course I had to go be the catcher. Yeah, and here I am until I really went to town on my hair. I wanted to be sure I was beautimous.
Where is this at?
Now this is Morgan, and this is Mr. Andrew. He had been a minister as well as a teacher. And when they started the year before, when I was in the 5th grade at Allen School, which is now a number, like 226 or something of Hutchinson, Kansas, I had gone to him, and then I went to Miss Bernard, because we moved. And so I didn't have time to get beautimous like the other girls, and my mother just had too much to do or whatever. Well, actually, I was living with my grandmother, I think, then. But at any rate, that was Mr. Andrew, and I liked him quite well. I had 2 male teachers. He was one of them. The other one was, like I say, Mr. Herbert. And Mr. Herbert made records of us and our voices. Well, when I told her what I thought of God, my mom didn't like it, so I asked some other kid what he thought of Christmas, and so I repeated what he said. So then when she found out that I hadn't told what I really felt about God, she threw my record away. But, this was 6th grade, and I had really liked him. And one of my grade cards, though, he and my grandmother got into it, so it was really hard because I adored her. I mean, she was really she's the most fabulous person I've ever known. And she just was hurt so bad, and there was no get even, no nothing. She just loved people. And, but he said, he wrote on my grade card, "You talk too much." And he said, "Now you tell your grandmother this is meant for her." So, and then they had some conversation over the phone. So they got it straightened out. But, anybody else that reads that grade card is going to think it's because he meant me. So.
And why is the piece torn out there?
Oh, this was 2 boys. One of them was John Morgan. And all these girls thought he was the top dog of boys. And so when I was at Manhattan, somebody had sent me a locket. The first thing they asked is, well, why isn't there something in it? So I went and cut out his picture and put it in there so there'd be something in it, so that they'd think I had a Romeo down the line behind me. So, a little stupid, but shows you how much I cared about him. I really didn't want to keep his picture, so there it is. I wanted to be a nun.
see it.
Oh, you're skipping so many.
Well, I was looking for you.
Well, there's kind of you kids too, you know. Because you were in my life, actually.
Oh,
This
hold
is,
on.
now this is I had a really good picture. This is one of the family portraits. The guy came to the house, put the thing on over his head, zeroed
The
in,
hood.
sort of like you are there, all zeroed in, and took the picture at home. Now I had 2 or 3 of them, and my dad couldn't afford. They couldn't afford it, so he tore them up and threw them away, which of course probably broke their hearts. But you know, and this was all of us before Janie was born, and it was in color. It's really an old-fashioned, really good picture. That kind of picture they had with in color and all that. And I mean, my mother could never get over how good-looking my dad was, and she would always say that.
How old is he in this photo?
I mean, Brian was what, 5, 6.
No, I meant the
He was probably 26 or 27, something like that. I don't really know, but anyway, I never thought about it. But anyway, I just love this picture. And I sent it to Aunt Janie to make sure that it didn't get tore up or hurt during other people's hurt feelings at one time at our house. So, and this dress is green, kind of a olive green. So, but Gary was in the picture. I mean,
Paul seems quite happy.
he was a baby. We were all quite happy. If we weren't, we wouldn't have gotten the picture. But anyway, I was really happy to have that picture. I had wanted to pass it on. Anyway, Janie has it, and I don't know why, because she's not even. I know why, because I sent it to her. Because it seemed to me that, she never knew her dad. She only met him once. So, I mean, she met him more than that, but she doesn't remember except the once. This is one of those at-home pictures. This is one of those at-home pictures. And she's taken, and I have a couple of more. I think I gave to Kimberly when I'm sitting down with my blue and white ball, and one with Brian, where he has his red and white ball. So they used to come to your house to take pictures.